astrology in birth charts. I'm going to talk about such charts and how 2025, 2026, and 2027 it is going to turn out. Um, so, um, Pisces is where Saturn would be for the most part. From a Gochar or transit perspective during these years, Rahu would be in Kumbha and Makara for the most part, which is Aquarius and Capricorn. Jupiter will be in Gemini and then Cancer and then Leo for the most part during these years. And all the other planets would be revolving around the sun and going around the zodiac as they usually do. Um, so let's see how this is going to turn up for Scorpio or Vrichika Rashi people. For Vrichika Rashi people, Saturn would be in the fifth house. Rahu will be traversing or transiting fourth and third houses. Jupiter will be transiting their eighth, ninth, 10th, and little bit of 11th house. Virgo as well during this period of 2025 to 2027. So let's see what this means from life experience or event perspective for Scorpio. Um, so Saturn being in fifth house pieces would mean for Scorpio people there'll be challenges around children, creativity. There could be some stoppages of luck. Um, Also, fifth house represents past good karma, which is got written into this life, which in one way you could also call it as luck. So that is something that will be curtailed because Saturn typically just numbs things. So and Saturn would also be in pieces or the 12th house of Kalapurusha, so which is like sort of endings. So that would also indicate a little bit of luck being curtailed or ended for Scorpio or Rashi people. Even then, we should also see that Jupiter would be coming into Cancer in 2026 to 2027. So that time, even if Scorpio throws some challenges around these areas, Jupiter will more than enough make up for this loss of luck and challenges around children. Um, and then Jupiter in the initial 1 year from 2025 to 2026 will be in 8th house for Vrichika Rashi people, that is in Gemini. That is a period that they have to be careful because Saturn will be sitting in 5th house, which again, even if it doesn't do anything great, it would not do anything bad too. So Saturn is for the most part neutral. It may not throw up that many challenges as compared to other Rashis. Um, but Jupiter in 8th house, um, being a yoga karaka planet for Vrichika Rashi people, they have to be a bit careful during that 1 year, initial 1 year. They may undergo some ups and downs in life. But starting 2026, once Jupiter comes to Cancer, when I say starting, I mean somewhere in mid, like May 2026, once Jupiter comes to Cancer, that's when things will look up because Jupiter is a great planet for Vrichika Rashi people and it's going to bring all the luck during 26 to 27, somewhere mid 2026 to mid 2027 for Vrichika Rashi people. Um, Anything and everything that they wanted to achieve, it'll be smooth sailing without many challenges in life. Children will do good during that phase. Grandchildren also will do good during that phase, and there'll be long distance foreign travels for sure during that phase for Vrichika Rashi people. And that too for good things. Good things will happen. Good things Aquarius, it will throw up some challenges around home country. Home country, it will throw some challenges around the country of birth, property matters, um, education. If folks are young, um, and then but even if it brings these challenges, remember that um, Jupiter is going to move into ninth house, so that's going to like sort of compensate and alleviate all the problems that Rahu may bring in when it is in Aquarius. But then again, Rahu after that moves into Capricorn. When it does that, and it does so somewhere around December 2026, that's when good times will start because Jupiter will still be in Cancer during this time. The ninth house bringing in all the luck factor. Rahu moves into third house, which is again luck for Vrishika Rashi people because Rahu does very well in third house, giving all the good significations of third house. So during this time, you'll have good enough time to even enjoy your hobbies. Um, Things will look up with respect to your siblings, your creativity, any kind of short distance travels or long distance travels. Both of them will bring a lot of luck, and those all will be happy and good travels. Good travels. And overall, life does look good from the end of 2026 for 1 year. In fact, I would say it looks up from June of next year itself, 2026, for almost 1 to 1.5 years. Because Saturn, once it finishes its transit through Meena by 2027, because it will move a little bit into Mesha Rashi or Aries and then come back to Meena for some time, for 3 months it will be there. So that house is really good for that transit of Mesha or Aries is going to be very good for Scorpio because that's the sixth house, signifying all the good things that Saturn can bring. Being in sixth house, it will alleviate all the problems. So 2027 onwards, for 2.5 years, it's great time for Scorpio Rashi people, and hence looking at all these things, the only challenge I see is Rahu coming to fourth house for that is Aquarius from 2025 May until December 2026, which gets alleviated by Jupiter coming to Cancer in May June 2026, and then after, post that, most of these gocharas or transits are really good for Scorpio. They'll have a good time. Post that, all the challenges will start reducing, and since even the upcoming Shani transit from 2027 to 2030 looks good for Scorpio, things are really looking up post 2026 June, and it'll only start getting better, even even more, even better starting in 2027. For almost 3 years, looking at the next transit of Saturn until 2030. So this is how overall it looks for Scorpio people. Just be very careful with respect to how you deal with your children during the initial phases, um, especially when Jupiter is in 8th house for the first 1 year, from 25 to 26. Just be, and also Rahu is in 4th house and Saturn is in 5th house. So 2025 to 20